Week 14. One word to describe it, and that is comeback.
Comeback season,
There was
baby.
5 crazy comebacks, I feel like, this week.
Wow.
Did they all win? No, but man, teams were down and out.
And whenever you say down, Joe, we're talking down
Like
bad.
no hope. Like
There's
the game's
no hope.
over.
Right. We might as well start out because we didn't do a Steelers recap. Sorry. Whatever.
It was depression and laziness.
And
but
laziness.
Steelers,
Hey,
Vikings.
let's just say this. Depression led to laziness.
That's true. Steelers, Vikings.
Disgusting start. Okay? Let's just be real for a second.
Yeah, like all Steeler games.
Yes, TJ.
Let me say something.
Feel free.
I think it was after halftime. What was the score after halftime? At halftime, we had 0 points.
29, not 28, some whatever.
Yeah.
They're up by 4 scores.
Something like that. So I'm like, screw this. I go into my room. I turn off the game.
Oh, yeah, this is your fault.
Oh, yeah. Can we talk about
This is your fault, TJ.
Listen to this. Boys,
Okay.
let me say this.
Oh, I forgot about
Before
this.
you keep going, we watched the whole first half
Yep.
with TJ. Terrible. TJ bails, leaves at halftime. Me and Joe, we stick in there. We keep watching.
Okay.
They start coming back.
And then I get a text from someone.
And then TJ gets a freaking message or something, a notification, and he starts watching the game again. And this is after the Steelers come back, and it's like a 1-score game. As soon as he does that, what happens?
It was 4th down. They went for it, and they didn't get it. So then I turned it off again. I was like, that was the game.
And then we came
And
back
then-
again.
and then we came
And then
back.
I get another message about 5 minutes later
And
saying
then-
like, OMG. And I'm like,
And he turns it back on,
and then they sucked.
and then the Steelers sucked again. So every moment TJ watched that game,
We were
the
getting
Steelers
beat.
did bad things, which means it's your fault.
Thanks.
It's your fault. But
Listen.
on a real note, though.
That would have been the best comeback in NFL history. I think it was
29-0.
Yep. 28 was the record in regular season. We could have had that record. Look, Big Ben, buddy.
I'm so sorry.
This is one of the games, one of the losses I will remember forever because of you. You were frustrated. You were getting beat down, but you did not give up.
He was getting sacked before.
You were
the
getting
freaking
sacked as
shotgun
soon as you
snap
hiked
even
that ball, but you did not give up. That's the first time I ever seen you yell at Mike Tomlin.
Dog, his freaking center, Kendrick Green, didn't hike the ball 3 times.
Dude, it was more
And
than
Ben,
that,
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Kendrick! Yo, Kendrick!
Hike the ball!
Oh!
Listen, Ben, mad respect. Anybody that hates on you right now, shut up. You
Yep.
brought them back in that game. You didn't give up.
308 yards, 28 for 40, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception.
Now, this game, offensive-wise, first half, I don't blame you, Ben, because you're getting sacked like a mother. But other games, I don't get why you guys can't move the ball in the first half. Don't get it, don't understand it.
So one reason, and it was brought up before, like, obviously once the team's up by that many points, they start playing way conservative, which I'm starting to realize, why do teams even consider doing
Here's
that?
conservative, though. Dalvin Cook, who had 200 yards, though, somehow
we
kind
didn't talk
of
about that.
cooled down a little bit somehow in the second. But again, maybe just relaxed a little bit. I don't know. But, hey, Steelers defense, where you at?
Another
they're
thing.
the worst defense I've seen
Huh?
That was
in the
awful.
league right
Yeah.
now. They're like the worst defense in the league.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
TJ Watt, where you at?
Yeah.
Get healthy, brother.
Let's talk about the penalty yards. Holy crap.
Yeah, not good.
187 total penalty yards.
Well,
That's a lot of
The
yards.
Steelers are both teams combined.
Combined. 85 for the
that's a
Steelers
lot.
and 102 for the Vikings.
Hey, not good. Not good. I don't know why you do this, Steelers. I mean, you do this stuff, or we just seem like, okay, we're going to lose. I can't even, you know what? It might be more than 10 times in my life where you guys have done this, and then things start happening, you're like,
That will start trying.
wow, could they actually come back?
Hey,
Now,
hey,
I'm not
remember the
going to get
Jaguars
my hopes
playoff
up.
game?
I'm not going to get my hopes up. Oh, wow, it's a one-possession game.
Oh, wow, they're back now
Holy
after they were
crap,
losing
holy
by
crap,
3
what are they
scores?
doing? And then, boom, curb stomp.
Curb stomp. Yeah.
Pat Fryermuth, you're a rookie. That was a tough catch. Harrison Smith made a heck of a play on you.
Yeah.
But
That was
dang it,
amazing,
Ben. What a
though.
dot that was by. That was just, oh, Ben.
Yeah.
Hey, Claypool,
Oh, man.
Get
I don't
your
even
stuff
wanna
together.
talk about it.
stop being an idiot.
Yeah.
You cost us like 20 seconds on that little, first down. Stop being an idiot. Mike Tomlin benched your butt in the first half. Maybe should have benched you the whole game. I don't know.
He did make some good catches.
He made some
He
good
did make
catches.
some deep.
He got-
did. He
I think
did.
96 yards.
Dude, get your
but
head out of your butt.
That
Stop
is-
being a little diva. Be a team player, not a let me just do it for myself player.
Oh.
That is literally what will lose you the game. He literally was celebrating when we needed the.
We could have had an extra play.
Yeah.
We would have had at least one extra play, possibly two, if you weren't being an idiot.
And I don't know the dude's name, but he was screaming at one of the offensive linemen too that was trying to correct him and be like, "Dude, come on, we got to hurry up and do this." And he was like having a hissy fit about it in the middle of the field. And that was on live TV.
That we can't, can't tolerate it. First off, and then second off, just can't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moral of the story is the Steelers cannot play in the first half. I don't know what it is. It was a problem on offense and defense. Defensively, it was disgusting. I've never seen holes that wide open for a running back ever. I don't even think Dalvin Cook was meant to play as much as he did.
In there. Anybody.
Yeah, I don't even know why they played Dalvin Cook as much as they did, because freaking my grandmother in a wheelchair could have got 10 yards on that freaking defensive line.
God bless her. Yeah.
God bless her.
Yeah.
Doing great.
Not good. But one question I have, and this goes for multiple games this week. If you're down 15 points and you score a touchdown, why are you guys all going for 2?
3 times it happened.
3 times this week.
Because if you don't get it,
which none of them did, by the way. None of the teams I don't think did.
Exactly. Then it's still a 9-point game.
So then it's a 2-possession game still.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Why are teams doing that? That happened 3 times. Why? Can someone comment why that happened? What's the why?
Because you want to kick your extra point, get your guaranteed.
And still be 1-possession game.
Right, and keep the momentum on your side, because as soon as you don't get that 2-point conversion, all that is out the window, because now you got to score 2 more times again.
Yeah.
Wait to the end to do that.
I don't get that.
I don't get it. Yeah, 3 teams in 1 week. Like, I thought it was ludicrous the Steelers did it, and then 2 other. We seen the Ravens and I don't remember who the other team was. There was
Falcons
another team
went for a 2-point conversion as well.
Were they down 15?
It was down.
Yeah,
I don't get
it. It might have been the Bills, I think, or I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I don't understand why teams do that. I mean, if you make it, okay, good for you. But is it worth the risk? It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get that either.
Yeah. Moving on. Are you ready to move on?
We'll move on.
I'm ready to move on.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Saints and the Jets. Jets are now 3-10. That sucks for them.
So, I mean, the Jets kept it close. Like, their defense played pretty well in the beginning of the game.
And then fourth quarter, they just let it rip.
Yeah, and then the Saints came out. Lock of the week, baby. Pulled through. Taysom Hill ended up going off. Nice rush. Kamara, like, obviously him back is clearly an impact. He's an impact player.
Taysom Hill had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
175 passing yards. That sounds like success.
That's success.
Yeah,
That's what
I mean,
I'm
he's not consistent.
He's done that last year when he came in. He had like a crazy game like that too. It's not someone you can rely on though for a whole season.
Yeah, I would say that.
He went up against the Jets.
It was the Jets.
Look at him last year or last week against Dallas. Completely different story.
So I'm a pretty big fan of Taysom Hill.
Oh, I like him. He's great to have on your team, but again, not to be a starter for all 17 games, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, they had
Drew Brees. That was a good combo right there. That
was an awesome combo.
Yeah, that's true.
It worked out really well.
Oh, yeah.
As long as the starting quarterback, which Drew Brees, I mean, because he was at the end of his career, was kind of like happy with coming out a couple plays here and there. A lot of quarterbacks wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't want to do that for a second, but it kind of worked out really well.
Saints bump up to 6-7. They play the Bucks next week.
Oh,
and then the Falcons after that, right?
Nah, Falcons are last week.
Last week.
I tell you what, it's crazy how bad the Saints shot themselves in the foot with that 5-game losing streak. Because I mean, they would easily, if they would have just won one of those games, like they're in the playoffs. Like, they're like literally in the playoffs right now.
Saints are bad, yeah.
Now they're outside looking in.
They could honestly lose out. They got Bucks, Dolphins, Panthers, Falcons, so they can win or lose any of those games besides the Bucks, I feel like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That's a team where, like you said, they shot themselves in the foot. They could add an easy playoff lock.
Yeah.
Nope, not anymore.
They definitely did.
Moving on from that, we got another game called the Falcons and Panthers. We already made a video about that. Go check it out. We did a Falcons/Panthers reaction.
Yeah, Falcons won. Huge win for us. We need to beat the 49ers next week. We're in playoff contention right now, which is kind of crazy to think about with how the beginning of the season went, but it's all about right now. It's not about the past, and they have an opportunity.
Like, who isn't in playoff contention?
The Texans.
The Texans. With the Lions finally eliminated.
Jaguars,
I don't know.
Probably out now.
Well, yeah, Lions are probably, with a loss, they're probably done now. They had a 1 in 2 trillion chance to do it, but unfortunately they missed their opportunity.
Another playoff kind of shot themselves in the foot. Seahawks and Texans. Seahawks won 33-13. They're now 5-8.
Oh,
Are we counting them out?
Seahawks?
Oh, yeah, they're
They're
done.
not. They're
Yeah,
not.
Well, I-
With the
they-
49ers in their division, yeah.
What do they have? 5 wins now?
5-8. Yeah.
They're
So
5.
that's-
Again, that game looked like it was kind of close to start, and then they pulled away.
Yeah, I mean that's another team right there. Like they've been so bad. Well, you substitute one of them losses with a win. I'm sure there was some of them that there was
The
3
Steelers.
games in a row. There was 3 games in a row where came down to the final drive with Russell. I mean Russell Wilson isn't playing as good as he normally does.
DK Metcalf.
You could blame that on his finger, whatever. I mean, so for the Seahawks, what I seen, Lockett had a really good game.
He had 142 receiving yards
Yeah, really good game.
That's what he does beginning of all seasons, and then he
Yeah.
falls off.
Yeah.
on 5 catches.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some he has some deep plays.
Penny did good.
I was gonna say my main story coming out of that game is Rashad Penny had an amazing game, and they finally gave him a workload.
Mhm.
He was their first round pick 2 or 3 years ago. I thought he was going to be great, but apparently he's really bad at studying film and all that, so that probably didn't
gets
help
hurt
out too
too,
much. He gets hurt
for how
very
ridiculous he
often,
plays.
and then. I thought as soon as Carson went out and he came back from his injury, I thought this was going to be his backfield, but they split it between Alex Collins, Travis Homer, all these guys. Penny finally got his opportunity. It was a really good matchup, so it probably helped him
I was
look
gonna
really
say,
good.
it was against the Texans.
Broke off 2 good runs. He's kind of hard to take down, so I'm interested to see what they decide to do with him going forward. I mean, even just this season,
Yeah.
because Carson's going to be out. So is he going to be the main lead back, or are they going to mix other people in? I don't know.
He had 137 rushing yards. They did run the ball with Alex Collins, Dallas. What's his first name?
DJ Dallas.
DJ
Dallas,
Dallas. Everett, that's the tight end, right?
Yeah.
Everett.
Everett, Russell, and then F. Swain. I don't know who that
Freddie
is.
Swain.
They had
They're handing the ball off to 2 of their tight ends, huh?
which is it seems like they're switching it up, testing it out. But yeah, Penny had 137 rushing yards. Which,
Yeah.
great game. But one thing that was kind of shocking is Davis Mills had 331 passing yards.
That kind of
Pretty
just
good.
shows you the secondary.
I was gonna
of
say,
the
and you're passing the
Seahawks.
whole game, but it's still impressive though. That's a lot of
They
yards.
had total yards. They had 380 yards. So 331 of that was passing.
Mhm.
But only come out with 13 points with all
That's
those
crazy.
yards. That's
Right? That's
Yeah,
really
and the
good.
Seahawks defense obviously isn't
Right.
anything great. I
No.
think that's why that
Just
kinda was able
sticking
to
with the
happen.
Seahawks defense. Whenever we're seeing, I think we're seeing the first fail trading away a couple first round picks whenever they did that for Jamal Adams, and now they're down 2 first
Yeah.
round picks now, and their defense is horrible.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
look at them. Now
Mhm.
where's that going to lead them in the future?
Mhm.
Now I think
Yeah.
that's probably why. I mean, Pete Carroll could be gone. He could decide to leave. Russ is already mentioning other teams.
Mm-hmm.
So the Seahawks might be down in the dumps for a little bit
Yep.
after this. We'll see. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of drama going to happen this season with the Seahawks.
Mhm.
I'm curious if you're a Seahawks fan. Let us know down below how you're feeling, because yeah, it's tough. It could be tough. Could be
Hey, dude,
dangerous.
all I got to say, we're here in Pittsburgh. We're at Buffalo Wild Wings. You guys had 2 Seahawks fans show up. Ruin your team on somehow.
They were pretty
Bonkers
quiet
for you.
at
I
the
don't know,
second
there's
half.
They got a good fan base.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
Well,
I
I
was
mean,
it was pretty
Like when they
random.
were going to the Super Bowl with the
Oh,
Legion of
yeah.
Boom. Oh,
Yeah.
they
Well, they were the hottest team ever.
They were
for a
one of the
while.
loudest stadiums.
Yeah, 12th man.
Yeah.
12th
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Raiders and Chiefs.
Okay.
Chiefs defense is something else right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, that's definitely the story.
That's the storyline for me.
So, in the beginning of the game, I
It's
seen
the
it.
first play of the game.
No,
Wasn't
no, no. Before the game even started, the Raiders did something like their pregame thing on the Chiefs logo.
Yeah.
Come on, dog.
Yeah.
How many teams and players are going to do this until you realize you're going to get stomped?
Yep.
I mean, they came out first play of the game. After that,
Yeah.
fumble 6 to the house
Yeah.
Chiefs. Pedal to the metal after that.
Yeah.
I mean, and the Chiefs just couldn't be stopped.
No.
Also, it wasn't really a great offensive game.
Hey,
Well, I mean, they're
imagine getting 48 points and Tyreek Hill didn't get any of those.
right. He had no touchdowns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still
They
did
didn't have-
okay,
Crazy.
but
You know who
I think
did?
who's that?
Derek Gore.
Derek Gore.
who's
He
that?
had 9 carries for 66 yards and a rushing
I don't know
touchdown.
where. I feel like I've heard his name one
Frank
time
Gore?
before this
I don't know
season.
who
That's
that
Frank
is.
Gore's son.
Wow. Yeah, don't say that. But yeah, I mean, offensively, I was looking through the stats because the game was a blowout. I was kind of focusing on other games. They didn't have to really do anything. They
No.
didn't really do much.
Chiefs were getting hot in December,
Yeah.
man. What else?
Yeah.
That's what you want to do.
Yeah, like their leading rusher, 66 yards. I know Clyde had 37. He had 2 touchdowns, which is kind of nice. But
Yep.
Tyreek Hill didn't have to go off. I don't
Yeah.
even know what Travis
Nobody-
Kelsey
I
did.
don't
He
know.
did. He got 3 catches for 27
Yeah,
yards.
because Mahomes only threw for 250 yards, and they scored almost 50 points.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
apparently, this was their highest scoring game that they had in 3 years. I think they said that on TV.
In
That
3
doesn't
years.
seem right to me.
No, because
That doesn't seem right.
It
to
might
me.
be.
The last time they probably scored more than that was against the Rams.
Rams.
That was definitely at least 3 years ago.
Was it?
Might have been that game. Mhm.
So yeah, I think this is their highest scoring game since that game.
Wow.
It's kind of surprising, honestly.
It is.
I mean,
I know
48
it's the
points
Chiefs,
is a lot.
but 48
though.
is a lot of points.
48
to
is a
score.
lot.
Yeah.
Especially when
Raiders.
it's not even a close game.
Yeah.
At least like that's
Yeah, next week the Chiefs play the Chargers too, which I'm
Thursday.
pretty excited for because
They-
again, this
yeah.
is their last meeting, and the Chargers were only down by 1 with a game, win
Yeah.
over them. So
Mhm.
yeah,
we'll
the
kind of
Chargers
see what happens
shot
there.
themselves in the foot. They should have been better.
I
in
don't.
my
They're
opinion.
yeah, they did, but like they're still what 8-5.
I know, but if they
Nine
won,
and-
I'm saying
nine
that's
and
like
4.
winning the division. Like
No,
Chargers?
Chargers.
Oh,
Chargers are
oh,
8-5. Yeah, like
So
if
yeah,
they somehow beat the Chiefs, man, that's I think the first seed pretty sealed. To be honest,
is it safe to say the Raiders
Mhm.
are out now after that loss, or not necessarily?
they're getting beat pretty
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Like even despite their record,
Darren
like
Waller, I
just
don't
how
even know
their
when he's
games are
coming back.
going,
No,
No, Waller definitely hurts.
I don't see them coming back.
Speaking of comeback,
Oh yes, baby.
Ravens
one?
and Browns. Ravens
Yeah.
almost had a comeback there.
Dude, Lamar Jackson, it was destined to happen for him at some
Yep.
point to get hurt. I don't know
Yep.
how severe it is, but it was destined to happen at some point.
And it happened early in that game too, and then it got out of hand, and I still don't know how they came back. It doesn't make sense.
Because they were one of the teams that won for 2
right.
when they were down 15. So it's a 2-possession game.
Like you would
Yeah.
figure the Cleveland. Good, DJ.
They lost by 2.
Yeah, they lost.
They lost by 2.
Well, yeah, because they went for that 2-point conversion and didn't get it instead of
That's what I'm saying. So, but if they would have just kicked the extra point
Yeah.
when they got that next touchdown, then they go for
Yeah.
2, and it could have been tied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler Huntley came in. He was looking like a little shifty
Good.
mini Lamar too. It was kind of
Yeah.
crazy actually.
He
to
low
see.
key looked so fast. and
I
shifty.
know.
There was a point in the game I said, "Wait, is Lamar back?"
I know.
I actually said that he looked like that shifty. I was
Yeah.
very impressed with how
Yeah.
he looked.
He had 270 passing yards, his passing touchdown. Mark Andrews had 115 yards, and Bateman had 103. Those
Bateman
two
had a
guys
deep-
alone.
Bateman had a very deep, nice play.
And it was Huntley doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lamar can't do that.
I think Huntley's like I don't know if a team has a better like a perfect well suited backup like better than the Ravens have.
It's literally like a
behind
mini
Lamar
Lamar.
Jackson.
Cleveland
Like,
had. I mean, Baker and Case Keenum. It's not terrible.
yeah, Keenum's pretty good.
The defense did shut down Nick Chubb, though. 17 carries for 59 yards. He didn't have a game.
Yeah, the
And
Ravens.
that's pretty much what the Browns'
Hey,
best player right now,
to me,
besides Myles Garrett on defense.
Ravens secondary, dude, they were getting so many penalties. They were getting killed.
Yeah, I mean
they
so
were. They were getting a lot of
Holy
penalties.
crap.
The
Yeah.
Browns are a running team.
I know.
And that's why I thought after they went up, how was it even possible for the Ravens to come down? Because I thought the Browns would be able to just run all over the Ravens, or at
Yeah.
least do enough to be able to run the clock out. But I mean,
the Ravens were in trouble though. They were lucky they got away with that game. They almost blew that game. Onside kick, they recovered it.
Yeah.
hey, all I gotta say is we've been talking about this for like 2 months now about the Ravens, and it's finally coming into
Hey,
fruition where they're not winning games.
That secondary, dude, they don't get something somehow figured out though.
Yeah, even without
Done.
Marlon Humphrey, though, I mean, it's been the
I
same.
know.
It's been
know.
down. Now we have to come back.
No.
Almost every week.
Yeah.
Almost every week.
125 yards and penalties just for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Their secondary, it was just penalty after penalty after penalty with them.
And here's the thing too, like you said, they're starting to lose games and stuff, but the Bengals, they're not seizing the opportunity. They
Yeah.
almost came back again, but
I can't believe-
they've been losing games too.
Yeah.
Right, and then with the Browns beating the Ravens like
Yeah.
crazy enough,
Yeah.
now they're in the mix
Yeah,
again.
Steelers are last in the division
and the
now.
Steelers are
Yeah.
last in the division.
Ravens went 1 for 12 on third down.
Holy crap.
1 for 12.
And
How
they
do you
still
come
made the
back? How
comeback.
do you come back and when you're 1 for 12 on third?
That is an odd game. That is a very odd game.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
at
it
all,
definitely
dude.
is. It definitely is.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, not so odd of a game. Well, kind of. Cowboys in Washington.
Washington had a chance
Yeah.
to at least tie it.
Yeah.
They did.
Well, like you were saying about the whole Raiders thing about standing on the logo, I thought Washington would come into this game angry because of what Mike McCarthy said, which was we're guaranteed to win this game.
Guaranteed.
Dude,
Ron Rivera
Washington-
came out and was like, hey, he's saying that because he's scared. He needs to convince his players. Like, there was a little bit of a beef going
Yeah.
on there. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay,
Dude.
this is going to be a good
This is a-
game.
This is a game I thought was over
Start off
so
as a
quick.
dud. Yeah. Yeah. And then, like you said, they ended up coming
It
back.
makes
made it a
yeah, this
game.
week
Yeah.
was just crazy.
Yeah, Dak
Yeah.
threw like a really costly pick six, which got him back into it.
Yeah.
And Cam Sims had one of the best catches of the year, in my
Mhm.
opinion, on Trayvon Diggs in
Yeah.
that corner of the end zone. Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah.
Hey, Cam Sims, if you're watching this, bro, you're a beast, my guy.
Yeah.
But Yeah, too little, too late, and the divisional games begin for the NFC East.
Yeah, if it's gonna be games like that for these teams,
Be fun games to watch.
they're gonna get beat up.
Yeah.
Going into playoffs, man. It's gonna be tough for these teams.
Yeah.
Speaking, I mean, also with Washington, that was just one of their 4 divisional games.
Yep.
Yeah,
and they
that's what I'm
lost
saying.
this one.
And
so it's
McLaurin
like,
got
I was
like
gonna say
maybe a
McLaurin.
concussion or
I'd say
something.
he
He got
was
messed
out.
yeah.
up.
So that could really screw them for these next 3-4 games.
They're already
for
out
sure.
Logan Thomas also, and
Yeah,
then so they're out like probably
Heineke
their
was
two
getting
best.
smacked around.
Chase Young's gone
Oh,
too,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
they're
Yeah, they're in trouble.
messed
They
up.
are
like-
very in trouble going
Yeah,
forward.
There's some
sure.
big names that
Sure.
are hurt, which
Speaking of trouble, the Jaguars.
oh man, well they've been in trouble since
20
week
nothing,
one.
dude.
they've been in trouble for the last 10
Trevor
years.
Lawrence threw 4 picks. 4 picks.
Yeah, that's pretty much the story of the game. It's
So
4
I-
interceptions
Yeah.
for the Titans.
I seen something. I guess like whenever Urban Meyer went over to like shake Mike Vrabel's hand, he like looked depressed and like didn't even look him in the eye. Like it was like it's just embarrassing over there. The whole thing is just
I tell you what was
embarrassing.
really bad. James Robinson had like 4 yards
Yeah,
That's pretty bad.
on a
He
lot of
did 6 carries for 4 yards.
like.
that's the fewest rush
my
yards in a
gosh.
game in team history for the Jaguars.
Oh, like, did the team have a total of 4 rushing yards? What was it?
Fewest
they
rush yards
had
8 in
Yeah.
a game in team
8.
history.
8 rushing yards total.
out of any team ever.
oh,
No,
that's
in
team
just team
history.
history. In that team history.
disgusting.
That's hard to
Wow.
do for anybody.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
terrible.
Yeah,
I
And
mean,
it wasn't
come
like
on.
they 6 carries. That's not a lot, but you had more carries than he did yards.
Yeah, well, why
No.
did he? I mean, he's still hurt though, because 6 carries is low. I mean, they were down the whole time.
But they
Not even that
threw-
bad.
They threw the ball 40 times.
You know,
And
they got
then-
picked off 4 times. So there you go, kids.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry,
know.
Jacksonville.
So
So
whatever.
whatever-
Jacksonville thinking of Trevor Lawrence now?
Well, you can't think he's anything.
2-11.
Well, yeah, I mean, but coming in thinking he's the next like great quarterback since Andrew Luck, and
I think
now
Trevor Lawrence feels. He dominated football since he was a kid.
he
and
never
now-
had a losing season
now
ever.
look what he's
Yeah.
doing. He
I
probably
mean,
wants
he
to
didn't
quit.
lose a
He didn't lose a
game.
No, never
game,
lose
not
a
a
game.
season. He didn't
Yeah.
lose a game.
Hey.
Sounds like a championship,
His
but
first,
like,
his first regular season loss was as a Jaguar ever in his life.
Yeah.
he's probably like, screw this. But
Hey, I tell you what, Jaguars, I'll trade the Steelers' first-round pick for Trevor Lawrence. Trade accepted. And we'll
Alright.
see what happens.
I'll do it.
I'll take a flyer on
That's
it
cool.
and see what happens.
We'll try
would.
it. We'll try that.
I think that's
Steelers
a pretty safe
organization
flyer.
is a way better than Jacksonville.
He's not
man.
doing too hot right now,
He
but I
doesn't
tell
have
you what,
anybody, though.
I'll,
He
I'll
doesn't
give
have
him.
any
I'll
help.
give him a chance.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
gladly give him a
Their
chance.
main 2 receivers are hurt out for the season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DJ
I mean,
Shark
Yeah.
and
This
Yeah.
is yeah.
Well,
he-
it's a
I think
bad
played.
situation. Like I
Very
said, I
bad.
mean, obviously, it's not Trevor Lawrence's fault in my opinion. I don't. He doesn't have any help. He doesn't have good coaching. He doesn't have good anything around him.
Mm-mm.
So
it is.
And-
Oh, good.
No, good. I was
Go
gonna
ahead.
say, did the Titans they rested their receivers again, or did one of the do we know if they came in and played like AJ Brown
don't
and Julio?
I think
Um,
AJ Brown did. Julio maybe.
Julio had 4 catches, 33 yards.
Julio did come back.
AJ Brown did not play.
Okay, I mean it was a good. They
They
should have just
played.
rested Julio Jones. To be honest, give him another week off. You're ready for him to come back like whenever it actually
I
matters.
mean, you say that, but like he doesn't do
doesn't
anything
do
even
it
when he
anyway.
is healthy.
I mean that he hasn't been
If
having.
anything,
a
it
hot
helps
season.
AJ Brown maybe a little bit, but
Also not doing anything. The Lions.
Yeah,
But they made the record look cool. 1-1-1-1.
let's go
That's
Lions.
1-1.
that is
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
they got dogged on.
They got dogged
Once
on.
again, they had a bunch of COVID cases on
Yeah.
their team.
So, like, the main story coming into the game with the tragedy that happened with Demarius Thomas.
yeah,
Now looking back on it,
Yeah, that was sad.
I'm not really
First
too.
play of the game, they came out with just 10 players.
yeah.
And then just took a delay
delay
game.
game, and they declined, which
Yeah.
was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was definitely pretty
Apparently, the last drive of the game for the Broncos was, or last drive for the Broncos was 88 yards.
cool. Oh, really?
I don't know if that's a fact, but that's just something I seen on Instagram.
That's
But
kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's
But
pretty
yeah.
awesome.
That's very sad news. Marius Thomas was a cool dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure,
guy.
for
Mhm.
sure. And it just came out of nowhere too.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
obviously, I don't know if they've looked into it more, but again, it's just
Yeah.
nobody knows why, what happened. It was just health conditions and
Yeah.
some sort of sickness or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
like
just it's
apparently he had a
scary.
Caesar in the shower and hit his head. I think is what Frank said.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Frank was saying it could have something to do with CTE and all that, which
Yikes.
it's not great.
No, it's not. It's
it's
not.
like the
Uh,
biggest risk of playing football.
Yep.
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon had 111 yards, 24 carries, and Javonte Williams 73 yards, 15 carries. They ran the ball because they
Oh, yeah.
can.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the
Why
Lions.
would it? Yeah.
Yeah,
They had
Lions just screamed getting
184
run
rushing
on.
yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, not much to say there.
No.
But a closer game than I thought, though, was the Chargers and Giants. 21-37. I did not expect the Giants to put up numbers like that.
It really wasn't a close.
It wasn't close.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't at all. No.
In the long scheme of things, was 16 points
Separating
them.
Yeah, nothing much going on there.
Mike Glennon. 191 yards.
I mean, sure, I guess so.
Saquon got shut down. Oh, not shut down. 16 carries,
Did a little
64
bit. Yeah,
yards.
he did better.
He did decent with what he is given, you know what I mean? I mean, with their drives.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say their drives are really stalling out, but, like, I mean, you can only do so much if you're him.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it wasn't
And then,
greatest game.
I mean, Mike Williams had a decent game from what I remember. Justin Herbert, man, I tell you what, that guy makes some incredible throws.
Mhm.
He's a good quarterback.
Like, phenomenal
For sure.
throws, like, deep downfield that not many people can do.
Mhm.
Maybe, like, a select 3 or 4 other guys can do
Yeah.
in the NFL right now. So
I like
it's
Justin
definitely
Herbert a lot.
exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
End of the game, Austin Eckler had a scary injury.
Oh, did you? I didn't see that.
He was
I
out
saw
for a
that.
few plays. I don't think it's anything serious. I think he ended up coming back in.
That's
But
the last thing they need. He's been a huge part of their
I was gonna
offense.
say,
this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is he the most underrated running back in the whole NFL?
You
he
don't hear
might
of him.
be. He might
So
be.
you really
Hear of
never
him.
hear of him.
But he's
and I
having
tell
a
you
great
what,
year.
Yeah, because he receives the ball and he runs the
Mhm.
ball. Like
Yeah,
he's
but you don't hear him.
yeah.
It was.
I mean, he's kind of like Alvin
He's always
Kamara in a
been
way.
good, but there's
Like,
always Melvin Gordon that was like the number one guy.
mhm.
Yeah.
Apparently, it was his ankle that he flared up. I think they play this Thursday. Are they a Thursday
against the
game?
Chiefs.
Go on a short week if they don't have Eckler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're talking about he might play, might not.
Yeah, you should
But
play
they,
if you can.
yeah, this is a pretty big game for
Oh, so
them.
this is the biggest game of the season.
Yeah.
8-5.
Yeah, so Chargers are pretty much in now. 8-5.
Yeah, probably. Unless they
More than
really
likely,
mess it up.
probably.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
say for sure or
Yeah.
not, but yeah, looking good for the Chargers. They did what they had to do.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Another one of those comeback games. 49ers and Bengals went to overtime.
Yeah, so we had both games on. The 49ers, Bengals, Bills, Bucks. Both games, side by side, looked like they were just over going into the fourth. And both of them came back. And both of them went into overtime. It was insane.
Yeah.
At the same time, yeah.
George Kittle, the MVP of the 49ers right now
Yes.
in that game.
151 receiving yards.
Yeah, dude went off. He's finally doing good. He started the season off terrible and then got hurt. But
He had
he's
that
the
super-
hottest tight end
yeah.
right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, with
Whoa, you like him like that?
Oh yeah, he's
George
pretty good-
Kittle?
He's a pretty good looking
Yeah.
guy.
You think he's that hot?
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, dude. He's like
Yeah, he had that awesome snag to again get them into field goal range at the end
Yeah.
of the
Which they
game late there,
missed.
which they missed.
Which
but again,
I
that's not
thought
his
game
fault.
over at that point. The
I
Bengals,
thought so too.
dude, their receivers, T. Higgins, I mean, they were just wide open in the middle
Yeah.
of the field. I just thought the game was about to be over. They had a good stop in overtime, and then the 49ers ran it down the field. Passed
Three-
it, ran. I mean,
348 passing yards for Joe Burrow, 114 for T. Higgins, 77 for Jamar Chase, 2 touchdowns for Jamar Chase. Their tight end Uzmo got 56 yards. Tyler
that's what
Boyd,
I'm
55.
telling you. The receivers were just wide open.
Wide open.
It was crazy. Jamar Chase had a bad drop in the end zone, kind of. It wasn't
Yeah.
really a drop. He just didn't control the ball good enough. Ended up hitting the ground.
Yeah, it really wasn't bad. I mean, he said it was a catch. He still said it's a catch.
Yeah, well,
So we'll see.
Yeah, if he said
We'll
it.
see if they overturn that one.
I doubt it. Going into Bills Bucks, the Bucks won 33-27, but like you said, it kind of became a game late.
dude, the
Uh,
Bills were getting stomped on.
Oh,
Dude. They
I
couldn't
know.
do anything.
No.
I don't know
17
what
no.
happened.
17 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I know.
And it wasn't even. They weren't even getting turnovers. Like they were just kind of just shutting the Bucks down and then getting the ball back. And
Yeah.
that's nothing. I
And
can't
this
believe
is-
they didn't win.
This is a game. Didn't we call this game to be a low-scoring game? And it ended up being a 300 game yard or 300 yard game for both quarterbacks. Because I remember seeing on FanDuel there was
Yep,
a
that
bet.
was a bet I did not want to take.
And I said, I'm not
I
doing
said,
that.
yep.
There's no way.
Yep.
Sure enough.
Uh,
54 passing. They passed the ball 54 times for the
yeah.
Bills.
The Bills, it was pretty bad for them to go into overtime and go 3 and out.
Yeah.
After how they were
it's
moving
over.
that ball,
Yeah.
that's bad.
The Bills' leading rusher was Josh Allen with 12
That's-
attempts for
see,
109
right there.
yards.
That's the problem.
That's your
You
problem.
guys need a running back.
He averages
I'm telling you.
9.1 yards a carry.
That's
That's
a-
pretty impressive.
Yeah, but he was limping around a little bit at the end of the
Yeah.
game.
Yep.
I'm telling you, that's going to kill them.
Oh, it
yeah,
is.
I mean, so after the first half, I was really like, wow, the Bills actually might not make the playoffs.
I was thinking.
Those are the vibes
That's
that
what I was
getting.
thinking. And
Yeah.
I tell you what, I still think it's a possibility.
Honestly, I mean, a loss is a loss. Despite the fact they came back, they still got a loss, and
Yep.
now, I mean, their record is just
They
right
play
in the
New
mix
England
of-
again. I mean,
Yeah.
it is a possibility, depending on what other teams do.
Dude, I can't
Panthers-
believe we're saying that, but
I
yeah,
know.
Panthers,
What a
Patriots,
disappointment.
Falcons, Jets.
I'll be very
And the
excited
Jets
about
beat
that.
them before,
That's
right?
what- yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to beat them again. But the only good part about the Falcons is our defensive aspect that's really bad is our rush defense. So I mean, they don't really run too
yeah.
often. Josh
Dude,
Allen,
I
we have to
think
contain Josh Allen.
Fournette
But
had a heck of a game again.
113 yards.
Yeah.
Cordero Patterson, baby, let's go.
So
Come
pretty
on.
much
I'll
with,
be there.
So 49ers losing. The Colts jumped into the playoffs right now.
Without even having to play a game, they did.
Yeah, they won the bye
They
week.
did it,
That's
baby.
what you call winning the bye week.
Yeah.
But they do play New England this week. So on Saturday, by the way, we got Saturday games.
Yeah,
Doubleheader.
don't forget 2 Saturday games.
Yep, good ones.
Doubleheader. And then the last game of the night was another comeback one. Bears and Packers.
Yeah, that was actually
Yeah.
rather entertaining for at least like 2-3 quarters. So I want to give the Bears special teams an absolute round of applause.
Wow.
Honestly,
Hey,
they kept them in the game. The punt return, they had another big return. Like all around their special teams.
what killed them is
That
when a guy
onside.
ran out of bounds, came back, and they had a touchdown because the
yeah.
Packers who muffed it.
Oh,
and he took it in the
yeah.
end zone.
Oh, that was.
Yeah.
that-
I thought that call was a little questionable.
Why?
Because I think the rule
There were
is
they get
defenders
pushed.
there.
I could be wrong. If they
I
get
think it's
pushed
a-
out of bounds,
they can
as
come
long as
back
they
in.
get back in bounds right
He
away,
didn't get
it's
pushed.
fair game.
He was led out. He was more led out of bounds, but he wasn't pushed.
So
out
they
of
ruled
bounds.
it as, he basically ran it himself. He
Yeah.
wasn't pushed enough
I
by
also
the defender.
thought that they had to be in on the play for it to matter, and the guy wasn't in on the play. I could be wrong. I don't know that rule completely. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong.
Obviously, I think that would have been a bigger topic if that would have been
Yeah,
the case.
I'm probably wrong.
So,
But like a guy like
yeah.
that, absolutely no impact on the play whatsoever, and then I don't
Mhm.
know.
they might have even changed that because I do remember that being like a few years back. I could have swore it was something like that, but they change the rules every
Yeah,
year
that was-
almost.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
could
like-
have had like 3 massive special teams plays.
Yeah.
I don't get why that is a penalty.
Was the onside? Was that on the onside kick that he went out of bounds, or did they end up getting
No,
the
it was a
onside
punt.
kick?
Oh wow, frick! I forgot about the onside
'Cause-
kick thing too. Jeez.
Because you can't advance the onside kick, but they
Right.
got it right.
Yeah.
Okay, so they got it, but he took it in the end zone.
Oh, yeah,
You
there,
can't advance
there was
it,
2
though.
onside kick recoveries. The
But I think-
Ravens had one, and the Giants had one.
and
And the Bears.
the Bears.
Oh, the Bears did get one.
The Bears did get one.
Oh, 3 onside kick recoveries. Where's
Bears
the
got
odds of
one.
that?
Yeah,
Kinda
probably
crazy.
not the
Holy
highest.
crap.
Yeah.
Probably about like 0.03, probably
Yeah.
or somewhere around
Wow.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, Aaron Rodgers ended up, dude. He just looked really comfortable, even whenever the Bears were up and winning and doing their thing.
Mhm.
He was just sitting back there, cool, calm, and collected. And
Yeah.
he just had an Aaron Rodgers game.
And tonight's game as well, which is the Rams and the Cardinals,
Very
which
excited.
is another fantastic
Excited.
game. This is
Yeah.
a good week. It was
That
very
div-
entertaining.
I was
football.
looking like the division's definitely not done. If the Rams do pull that off, they're only 1 game back.
Right. So the Packers, you Packers fans, you're hoping that the Cardinals lose. That opens things up.
Yeah.
Same thing with Bucks fans. That's what
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah,
bye
yeah,
weeks between
yeah.
pretty much Bucks,
Yeah.
Cardinals, Packers, and the Rams can be in the mix if they win this game.
This is what a 4-way fight for the first round pick,
Mhm.
or if not for first round bye.
Mhm.
Hmm,
Yeah.
interesting.
Very
I mean,
entertaining.
and again, if the Rams do win, then technically they could kind of get in the mix too. But they'd
They
have
will,
to
that's what I'm
rely
saying.
Yeah,
on
it's
a
gonna
couple
be
teams
some
to lose.
losing,
Mhm.
yeah,
But
yeah.
still, though, yeah, awesome games. Hopefully tonight lives up to the hype here.
Yeah.
Better
I
than
got
the first
Rams.
meeting, I hope.
Logan got Cardinals.
They're
Everybody
off
else got
Cardinals, but,
Cardinals.
you know.
I got the Rams here. We'll see what's going to happen. I'm excited about it. Let us know what you thought about your team this week. Are you still in the playoffs? You out of the playoffs? You depressed? You happy? Let us know your feelings.
You need help?
Yeah, you need help. Hey, if you're a Steelers fan, I understand. I'm
Yeah.
right there with you. If you're a Jaguars fan, I'll never get it. I hope I never have to get it. But as of right now, in my lifetime, I just don't know what
Their
that's
mascot's
like.
pretty cool.
Their-
He bungee
Oh,
jumps
yeah.
off the stadium
Oh,
every day.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like a crackhead.
Oh, he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
crackhead.
Oh, he's a crackhead.
Absolutely crackhead.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
that's
yeah.
some Florida people, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
Yeah. They're
Florida
crazy.
man.
They're
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
We'll see you in the next one. Peace.